Greetings, this is Freenair Reuniventra. I welcome you to my recap of Critical Role episode 87, or as I like to call it, the Exploring Kreviris. After the announcements, including their one from their primary sponsor, Nord, in which they had a sort of like their only Nami Emmy things, or Nami. I don't really go watch that stuff anyway, so, but. In which, of course, Nord wins all. In this case, the Nords, and of course, Nord wins all of them. So, skipping over that, going past the intro and we after getting a view, now that they've after a brief view of the capital city of Kreviris, they Bell's Hell's view of the city is obscured by a storm. And they start they performed stealth checks to go by. While they do good, they soon hear a rumbling within the ground. Thinking of the what they were where they heard about the what's it called, old Banorns. They quickly see solid rock. Getting on top of them, they're im, what's what's her name, Fern, sorry, is still in her dial form, and there her, and as they watch, they notice a singular creature, not what they're expecting, a like round basketball-sized tadpole-like uh, creature uh, with with some minor scaling on it. Mm. There, there, they're they're kind of worried at this point. Imogen actually doesn't use Catapult with on rock to not hit it, but hit the ground next to it to see its reaction, which just scares off. They're a little worried that this thing could be like some sort of like angler lure, like a parliament look like something else to lure something in for a larger predator to take. Uh, F.C.G uses his communicator gift to cast speak with animals, but but sadly this has no effect as this creature appears to not be a beast in classification. Eventually, they decide to test the thing out and take one of the parts of a body of one of their, for lack of a better term, victims, and toss it over to see what action. And as it is, like the creature comes back out again with 9 of its friends and starts a frenzy on it. So they're not walking through that. They are not walking through that. Nope. Uh, they decide how they're going to get past these creatures. Um, Imogen decides to use telekinesis on the rock they're on, and it's a little precarious. Like one thing, it's not very sturdy, a very sturdy stone, and since they are in the middle of a windstorm of sorts, like a dust storm with heavy winds. So she has to be very careful not to keep it level so none of them fall off and trigger a second frenzy. Uh, While they're doing this, they're also taking out more body parts and throwing it, trying to throw further away from their position, luring the creatures away, giving themselves some breathing room. They determined that that like a lot of other underground hunters, these creatures track their prey through vibrations, which means that passive trace that's not a medium passive trace may be able to help them succeed at. So, or okay, all right. Let's see vibration going. The storms start as they keep going. The storm starts to subside. However, soon after that, they go through another flare. I feel like that Rudis is just constantly going to be flaring, if only just to create more potential soldiers with Rudis borns on Exandria. Though it's probably not me, or actually, it's probably more just a side effect now. I think because I doubt their plans are that long term. And they decide to see if they can maybe get some more aid. They remember that Ira Windagoff was already on. Ira Windagoff, for those who don't remember him, now you can't forget. Uh, he's already en route, so they tried sending to him.
Next to the right hand of lewdness.
Why would he be doing that?
He goes where it benefits him, right?
That's true.
Let's do it. Reach out.
To Ira?
Ira, yeah.
You want to do it or me?
He was an ally for a minute.
You rolled a 19, you said?
I did.
Just where are you? What's going on? We're on the moon? Should we tell him we're on the moon? I guess he would know.
Tell him we're on the moon.
Sound enticing. He likes enticing.
Yeah, that's a good
Okay. All right. I will focus, grip my coin, and I will cast Sending on Ira Widowgast. That's his name, right?
Sure.
Yep.
I know. Focusing on your coin in hand, it's like there's a slight haze between you and the Changebringer in this moment, and it takes you a little additional effort than you're used to establish that connection before you feel that divine tether come to you. And as it does, she takes and sends it out, though itself taking longer to find, purchase, and its destination than you expect. But indeed, it does find the essence of Ira Wendigoth. What would you like to say?
Bells Hell's here, on the moon with you. We've got information and treasure
So it ties in. That's good.
and plans.
Ooh, that
So
one.
many plans.
Tell him I said hi.
Lana says hi. Where can we find you?
Oh my. You've finally come along. Welcome to the crimson land of the strange and beautiful.
Wasting
I
words.
know he's getting poetic. Jesus.
I've been busy watching, learning.
He's gonna make you waste another spell.
That's all
He
right.
knows it.
That's
He
all
knows
right.
it.
It's all right. He's a friend. You waste spells for friends. In relation to Kreviris, whereabouts might we find you? Please be specific and brief. That we may speak more in person. Lana still says hi.
They can be very good at cutting words.
Ah.
Faye.
I'm very interested to talk, but I want to see how interested you are to find me.
This dick.
What a tease.
Am I gonna burn another, or that's it?
No.
That's it.
No,
That's it.
he's
He's
not
like,
gonna tell you.
We've been given our
like
answer.
When
being a
we heard his voice, was there anything in the background? Any sounds? Click it. I don't think it
That's the
works
L
like
line.
that.
Yeah. He's in a Starbucks.
What did it sound like?
So we're watching Price is Right in the background.
The clock at City Hall. Gong.
Bing bong. Now arriving at Times Square. Got him.
If you see something, say something.
Yeah. Mind the gap.
Okay.
Okay. You gonna reach out to
Zesh?
Zesh?
I tried before. She seemed very unwilling to talk, but
But now we could say something like, "We killed the Willmaster Elmuda."
It's very different.
Elmuda.
Right.
We met and dispatched the Willmaster. We feel we have earned the right to an audience with you.
Where did this aggressive?
Give it to
You do
us.
it. You do it.
Where
Use
did
that
this
spell.
aggressive? How's your
I feel dirty.
But how do we know for
letters?
sure
How's your mood
that
right now?
Real bad.
Is it?
Show me on the puzzle.
You're super stressed? How are you feeling?
He's been stressed for like 3 days.
Use your toy.
How does he reset stress?
You don't know.
You attack
Like
things?
around here.
Oh no.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
You know.
We need to install an actual meter on the outside of his.
I can do that.
That'd be great, and then we can all be aware of
Like
when
a
you're about to
radio.
blow.
That's a great idea. I'm gonna write that down so I remember. Like a mood ring.
Wait, but
Yeah.
what if? Oh, that is a really
It's
good idea.
turning red.
Mood rings.
He's in love. All right.
What if?
Anyway, range meter assessment. They then attempt to contact Zadesh. Is it? I mean, is that? Hey. Um, they decide they talk about getting in contact with Zadesh. I mean, is it like Zesh? The problem with long-running fantasy series, a lot of names start getting close. Chetney recommends they stop by one of the outposts to try to get the lay of the city first, and any information before they head into a population center in enemy territory. They imaging cast sending to you send to Zesh and who by the way is the contact in the volition uh, basically the rebel group on they've informs them that they've killed Emunda the Wheelmaster. And that they really need to get in contact with the volition. And Zesh responds that they need to find her in the jagged edge within the clutch. And they should tell someone named Jado that they are that they're with the Vanguard and are looking for a contract. So they start heading for after getting back into their Ruby Vanguard disguise, they head for the nearest outpost. And let's see.
In your experience, if it's an entity that you're familiar with their essence, you can recognize their essence. Otherwise, it is directionless until the source makes itself known, or it's a strong enough connection that you cannot, deny what it is. But like the brief conversations you've had with Rylorns in the past, and since you've arrived here, it's only because the only real signature is they're there and looking at you when they talk. Otherwise, you're not sure you'd be able to tell where the source was.
Okay,
So as long as we stay away from them.
Yeah, just give them the nod.
Yeah, and I could just be like,
And I'll be like, penis.
And also as long as it's not someone that's met us, because then they know your brain voice.
Right. If somebody's met us, then we're in for a fight anyway.
Yeah.
Just stroke your chin a lot, like tap your head.
Look,
All
just
the stuff
stare at
Imogen
people.
does whenever she speaks in
Yeah,
people's
that's what I
minds.
do.
Every once in a while, I'll just say,
Well, wait, let's see your disguise. Let's see how good
Unless
it
it's
is.
gonna,
well, it's going to waste the
well,
spell
let me see.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it effortless?
I mean, for me it is. For me it is just...
We know.
Okay. Let's see. It lasts for an hour. It lasts for an hour, so I would have to
Do it
I think
before
it
we
lasts
get-
for an hour. I
How
don't know. I just had
close
like a
are-
hunch.
Just to get an idea.
Yeah.
How far away from the outpost are we?
You have a little under 2 hours of travel, and it's like climbing up the side of this, the smaller mountain.
All right.
Kind of, it's a hike, switch back up there, and you'll be doing it out in the open.
Oh, the hike?
There's no forest cover. The switchback in the mountain will help protect it, but at a certain point, you will become visible.
We put on our uniforms again.
I think it's weirder to be from Exandria, not Vanguard, than it is to be.
Plus, maybe 9 times out of 10, people just see a group of Vanguard with Rylorn from a distance and go, checks out, and don't even stop. So, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, sorry. Okay, and
Curved dark crystal masks for all of us?
It'd take time.
Plus, how much wood do you have?
Not enough. Not like that.
No,
Do you need this? And I pull out a giant redwood. I don't have.
Those
That'd
are
be
protected.
That would be amazing.
Jump on it.
Not here, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
With time, I could do that. And
That's a good
supplies.
idea.
Also, if we kill enough people, I could just take their faces and.
Oh.
I could do that
That's what I
too.
was
Right.
thinking.
I wouldn't.
Little flesh
Little silence
masks.
of the lambs.
Little Hannibal?
Little Hannibal.
What if we gave you all of the toys that you've whittled us? And
No
you
way, it's
used-
too precious.
Yeah, but you could use that wood.
I am not giving up
I don't have
sashimi.
glue. I definitely don't have nails. I don't,
Nails working into a mask. Never mind. Don't want to know. Let's just. It's a good idea.
Okay, let's keep
Let's go.
going. We're having this
outpost.
conversation while we're walking.
Trudging up the side of the mountain as the gradual ascent begins to become more.
Oh.
MVP of the previous episode.
Yeah.
I love you.
He totally has
He's
good
got
eyes.
Groucho eyebrows.
Yeah.
I think the reference they were using in the office was like Clippy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems you're trying to strangle a person.
Climbing up, there is no driven path that you can see, so it's a bit of a climb and a bit of a walk and just kind of finding your way up the best you can. Who's guiding the path upward?
You.
Why me?
Well, because it was me last time, so I think it's
Big survival. Let's go.
Oh, is
This
this,
is
the,
the 20?
20? This is the big 20
No,
or the
this is
survival
survival.
check?
This is a survival check to find the best route up to the top.
I will assist
Feeling
you.
as if- okay.
And I'm going to
'Cause
try to make sure we're
I
not
know the
surprised.
Sure.
Looking and listening for
Hello.
strangers.
All right.
Did you roll with advantage?
Oh no, I didn't. I forgot. Shit.
Jesus. Jeez.
That's cocked.
Also cocked.
Okay.
Oh, that's
6 dice rolls to get the.
I know. I'm sorry. I just like this dice a lot.
I know, it's all good.
I've lost so many. This is the only other one I like.
No, it's okay. I ain't hating.
Okay.
Out of all of that, that's the only other one you like.
Listen.
Thank you. Okay. What the fuck was I just doing?
Survival check.
Thank you. Okay. So, I'm sorry. COVID fucked with my brain. Okay.
As did we all.
Blame it on. Okay.
Spit that everywhere.
It's like the first time you've ever said that.
I know.
It's COVID. I don't know.
Okay. 24.
27.
It was 15.
It was 18 with
Oh, it
your
was?
advantage.
Okay, 27. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, 27.
27.
Please, so sorry.
Quickly, you find the most direct route you can that involves the least amount of dangerous rock climbing. Thankfully, you have a rock person, so even the few bits that are challenging you have between you and now. Did you leave behind one of the 2 rods, or did you take them both?
No, we took them both.
Okay. So yeah, with between these rods and that, climbing is not a huge challenge.
Exactly where to go.
But for this hour of travel, let's see how the weather and such occurs. So I'm going to go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Go for it. You don't want to do it?
You can do a Laudna.
It's your turn.
But I hate rolling it because I feel like I always
you're gonna be
roll
fine.
something.
You're gonna be fine.
Okay, anyway. They start heading toward the outpost. Stuff. As they get close, they can see three figures. Two figures are watching while one is moving to intercept to see who they are. Fern uses the sky self to appear as a Imperium warlord. And when they get close, they and this third creature comes in, they notice that this is not a Warlord or but 1 second. It's this creature is not what it's a new sentient they're coming across. They kind of it is described as looking as a it's a Greyford. It has like clawed feet. They described it as a Sasquatch, like you know, sort of Yeti stuff, like you know, a an erect ape, and then bless you.
Omuda and everything else.
Yes. New recruits for the Vanguard. Our caravan broke down. Yours was the nearest outpost.
Talk with your hands, too.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, but she's talking in Fern's mind to give her direction on how to proceed.
Fighting back to face.
It's one of these.
That was exactly what was in my head. Damn it.
Fern, I need you to make a deception check for me.
Oh, that's good. It's charisma. You got an advantage.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
You have advantage.
Okay. Okay. 21.
Okay. And you hear in your voice as it kind of looks towards you.
Okay, and this this oh oh, I think I misheard it the first. Apparently, she wasn't. She was talking to used her mind to talk to the guard, but but was standing behind Fern to make it seem like she, who was disguised as a, was talking with her mind. The guard seems a little apprehensive, but seems to buy it. Ends up buying it.
Cut myself all the time. I'm a little further up there in years. Oh. But my knees and my back are they're killing me, especially these flares.
glances back to you and goes,
Do I hear anything?
no.
Do I hear anything?
Are you listening into his mind?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you using detect thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Detect thoughts. You come in partially into it, and you hear. Really think that they're going to be of use. Some of them appear to be a little plump, ready to fall or fall dead any minute.
Excuse me?
I'll say.
With these cakes?
Just. Since I can feel him look. Or something, so he stops talking to me.
Okay.
Where's my phone?
I'm gonna go over with my propeller hand and just start blowing a fan at.
Thanks for the water. That really fills the old pouch. I'll start heading back towards the exit of the hut as I'm scanning any weapons, gems, any panes of glass, anything that could be used as a communication device, a core, anything like that.
Make a perception check. He does exit, by the way. Like after you sit down, he's like gets up and then starts heading back out of the tower.
Oh, we're alone now? Temporarily?
Temporarily in this room, you're alone.
If we're alone now, I'm gonna start ritually casting a spell.
Yes, please.
I didn't realize I could cast it ritually.
Oh my god.
We'll take 11
I don't
minutes.
want to waste another fucking 5th level. I used one already on.
I know. I'm ritually casting
I
telepathic
could feel
bomb.
he was talking in my head. He just kept looking at me. I know.
16 for the inside of the box.
Yes, but I just realized that telepath bomb, which he uses so often, can be ritual cast. They start exploring the tower. Um, they're by the way, they think that they managed to trick them into thinking Fern is the will master they killed. So they found out they are in the outpost name is Tyrann A. I'm guessing Tyrann is whatever language they use is name for apple. Maybe not. I don't. They're not sure. Though it's probably just it may not mean outpost, but because they seem to still use common in thought. They also start looking for more information and learn that the Volition recently took out an outpost. Hang on. There, Ashton and Lawton go up the tower and carry some guards on. They meet another one of these Sasquatch like you, who appears to be carrying a Exandria firearm. Uh, Lana summons F.C.G to try to get a closer look at the city. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, okay.
Hillside-like person outline that they keep here as the dust is blowing by. Their goggles are still on, kind of brightly, and they have that kind of, cherub-like cheeks kind of pressed and folded beneath it, and the mouth is like half-cocked into a grin. And they themselves have another one of those like crystal-pointed like handheld devices that the first gentleman had, and they just kind of looking over as you step up, like they're waiting. The female kind of furred figure with the tusks just kind of looks at both of you while the Bermuda goes, hi.
Hey,
Hello.
just up here for the view, if that's okay.
Had to get some fresh air from all this dust. Ugh, it's exhausting.
very fresh.
Ugh, I just walk past him and kind of like lean over the edge of the crenellated parapet and just kind of like slump looking outward. Not interested.
Why are you
Not sure why I had that down.
here?
Well, how here do you mean? Why are we here right here?
Okay.
Or are you just up here
I
all the
only
time?
go for provisions. I spend most of my time here.
So you wouldn't know, like, I've never been here? Like, what's like the best bar or food in the city? Like, these strawberries are great, but like if I wanted to
That's
really...
your second question I get to ask now.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's a blueberry taste like? As we come to...
I can keep that up. This is just like a sponge of
Oh, wait.
Bird woman
Now I
arms
remember.
crossed at this point now with the rifle crossed. Lad goes, "Oh, be careful."
You don't like the question, you don't have to answer it. Ditto on my end, too.
Okay. Okay.
You can go first.
What's a strawberry taste like?
It's almost like, have you ever had sugar? I don't know, it's sweet out here. It's very, very sweet, and it's just it bursts with water. And if you cook them, they become like really syrupy, and it's just, it's so good. It's very sweet. Just like a sponge of sugar. If that's you can never get enough of them. They're only around certain times, but they're really good.
You can see like this drool is and kind of slowly dripping off the side of its kind of somewhat pulled in chin.
How do you know what a strawberry is?
I've seen them when I sleep.
Yeah, that's right. Well, hopefully that'll get fixed. They're worth it. Do you spend much time in the city? So if I ask a question about the city, you might know, or are you just up here all the
I
time?
only go for provisions. I spend most of my time here.
So you wouldn't know, like, I've never been here? Like, what's like the best bar or food in the city? Like, these strawberries are great, but like if I wanted to
That's
really...
your second question I get to ask now.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's a blueberry taste like?
Yep,
As we
that's
come to...
I can keep that up.
you are currently ritually casting. And what are you casting?
Telepathic Bond, which I've only just now realized I could have been casting ritually every single day of this campaign.
Oh.
Well, better
Yeah, you have to know
late
which
than
one
never.
is your ritually cast. It's very useful.
All right.
But I'm sure the ritual has verbal and somatic and all these components, so I'm trying to make it look like I'm just sort of like doing a
Beep bop boop.
yeah, like a power down, power up,
Okay,
power
it's
down.
10-minute ritual
cycling.
casting.
Yes.
So we'll say from that point we're about halfway through the casting.
Great.
You are searching around for through Pate. What are you looking for?
I would love to look for if there's any groupings of armaments. If I
Yeah. Well, Pate continues its scouting. Um, then Pate notices that there are multiple outposts scattered around the outskirts of the city. Also, something quickly notice is when looking down at the city, it is it's possible they don't see that many people in the streets. It's but the outposts they also he notices that each one sort of has these giant horns carved into the side of them, like to sound the alarm. Think the horn heard from the two towers, the movie Two Towers, I should say. Um, One of the guards asks if they for anything, and Imogen still trying to put up the impression that it's Fern communicating with her mind. Mm, and, and and tells them kind of obnoxiously that they need nothing. Uh, the guard also asks her to give their appreciation to the will. Basically, the part of the military that deals with discipline. So, basically, he's trying to get good graces to get a transfer. Mm. They soon start leaving the outpost, and with the knowledge that they have these warrants communicate, that not all communication will be mind based, which will help them greatly. Also,
That'll do.
What's a pear taste like? A pear!
Just like staring on.
We all hear that throughout the tower.
You head back down, and there's the three Rylor in the middle area. They're now like diligently looking out the windows. They're now very intently looking and holding their post.
I want to head down with Ashton, but did Pate find anything? Passageways underground? Entrances?
Roll another perception check for Pate.
Not familiar.
Come on, Patty.
Roll high.
This is it. This is the.
They go down and if 5 passes away, that leads us direct to the city. I have it here, and I remember this talk about it. That part of it was seemed to be like there was a little bit of a rope climb to get down, and I may have misheard something. And they noticed like there was a small group of. They noticed around them there's a. It's later afternoon, and they noticed a small group of children painting these mole-like creatures, and that's when breakout occurs. Oh, that's what uh, they encountered 2 of these such children: a Reloran Asha and a Bormodo. One of those squat these creatures. Who were watching one of those mole creatures. The Rhine 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 Rhindons. Redons or um they let's see um they learned that they are actually in the clutch, which they've heard before. One neighborhood's okay. There's the kid and the kid and any newcomers there. The kids are been told to stay away from or stay out of the way of, and to always be still and quiet in the presence of the. They learn of like areas of the city, like there's the what no, what the frick is on that. All the important stuff apparently is more in the lower areas. The what? Um, I'm just going to say the lower is one of the more important things. Like, I guess it becomes more nicer as you go down. Makes sense because that would be more protected from the storms of Rhodus. And there's this kind of nice moment where when upon finding out that actually, I think I should just let them explain this. You got several clips here.
Now, ordinarily, do not take food from strangers.
No,
That's a bad idea. You shouldn't do that.
But we're fine.
We're okay.
Yeah, those are very good for you.
How long have the clutch folk lived in the clutch? But I mean,
We've always lived
What's
here.
your people's history?
no, but like,
How,
have you
how are
guys been
babies
here?
made?
We've always lived here, just right around the corner.
Right, and your folks, a long time.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
Do you know of a place called the Jagged Edge? No. All right.
Inside check.
No inside check.
Children, really.
Yeah.
Tell me where the bar is.
Yes, we've got trouble. Right here.
Inside. 28.
28.
Oh, a whisper. A whisper. I'm not supposed to read this for a whisper. I'm supposed to read it for battle.
Oh, then don't.
Maybe I should.
Then
Maybe I will. Okay.
Okay.
Buy the kimono.
I don't know.
About 2 inches, and it's like, you're so small but so old.
That's right. When you've lived as long as I do, you grow up and then down.
How long have you been living?
Close to 400 years, I think. What about you? 700 years?
Wait, what?
That's incredible.
Wait, is that true though?
You're
Wait,
really
10
tall
years or
for
700?
700 years old. I bet a lot of people could learn something from you. Pretty smart.
Is that really the
Brains of the
Is
operation,
this really
this
the
one.
Wait, I can't tell if that's serious or
Talking
not.
to a master craftsman, the best toy maker in Exandria.
They look at each other.
Do you know what toys are?
Holy shit.
I think I've had a dream once.
They don't have toys, Jed.
You could be the best toy maker on 2 planets.
Slow-mo reveal.
2 planetary.
Perfectly balanced rocking horse. Take it and place it on the ground. Wait. I tilt it to one side. Let it go.
They look at each other and kind of look at it just bright-eyed and
It's yours.
Now you'll have to share. Be good.
the small Bernardo boy, Calito, goes, we could share.
Gotta handle it with love and care. It's like, do you feel how exciting that was when you saw it move? Your job is to spread that joy. So take it to other kids. Show it to your folks. Show them what you found. I know when you're sleeping, and I know when you're awake. And if you're good, for goodness sake, I'll bring another one around.
What's your name?
Chetney.
Claus. Chitney Claus.
No.
Chetney Claus.
No, not Claus, just Chetney.
Chitney Claus.
Chutney Claus.
Chetney
You know,
Claus. All right.
That's pretty clever.
Fucking
Wow, that's been there the whole
That's been the
time.
whole time.
CC Pop Industries on the moon. LLC.
They both kind of stop for a second and look
Santa Claus of the
worried
moon.
for a second. And they look back, and you can see from around the corner there's a Ryloran kind of wearing scrappy clothing and kind of a heavy over-the-shoulder kind of cloak. Looks over and sees you all, gives this motion, and the two kids come rushing to them and kind of dart around the side. Steps forward and you hear in your voice, in your head, because you're the one who's closest to it. I'm sorry, what do you need?
Oh, nothing. We were just.
They learn from these parent that the Imperium is putting everything toward the coming move. Mm. And they learned that the jagged edge is the shop where their contact should be is at the base of the sculpture of something called the Lodge Skull. Hmm. They 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 attempt to avoid as they go, but try to find the jagged edge. They try to avoid some of the patrols and stuff. Oh. One patrol comes along and with two Avedon. Yeah, that's those scary. Mm, both written by each written by Lauren. They're escorting a wheeled container with pulled by a juggernaut, and it seems to be coming from the main interesting. One of the other gets sort of a front scent and start showing out, which leads them to being questioned. Thankfully, they still think at this point that they are Vanguard. So, however, since with not only acting as there's certain gaps of knowledge, and they soon become they start becoming suspicious. Fern is kind of and realizing that she may have been made, she wild shapes into a fly and trying to see. Only for one of those frickin' Audons to stop her, to suck her in. Fern, and she goes back to her fur, but still in the mouth. Let the battle begin.
Okay.
Not great.
15.
Okay, I would probably be in front of Laudna because I rolled like dog balls.
Like dog bows.
Like dog balls?
Yeah, I rolled a
Dog
9.
bows.
9?
Like dog balls? You mean beautiful?
I think these are the same. I think these are the same pike borders. I think these are the same pike borders from the Titanstone Knuckles fight from Vox Machina.
Oh, really?
I think they are.
The same what?
These are
I think he made those with
Thanks,
toothpicks back
yeah,
in the
those
day,
I think
didn't
those are the things they used to make the bound of the fight.
Those are actually more official ones. The ones I still have the ones that I made back
Okay,
then.
I was like, are those the ones from?
Yours looked just as good.
Those are
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
What's our
it's
game
really
plan here? Are we just trying to
my
get
life.
fun and run?
Sorry, I'm pulling out my.
thought
I actually
I was
am-
trying to make a loud noise because I remember those guys don't like loud noises. I wanted to make them rear up and
I think we
cause
need
some
to.
chaos.
I got him up.
I-
there.
I-
It's all good.
Dogs?
I
Yeah,
think
that's
if
true.
possible.
Mhm. Lana starts things out by casting a third level Bane. Oh, getting all but one of the Relorans. And then fires and her algebra that nails into the Avedon holding Fern with Eldritch Blast. Mm, mm. Landing at least two natural 20s there. There Orm managed to cast a hex on hexes and managed to cast hex and managed to goad a juggernaut while but it's hit 3 times by the counterattack. Oh wait, sorry. I don't think Laudna. It wasn't Laudna who got. It was this freaking juggernaut who got lands 2 critical hits on mass. So things are not going well for Orm. And not wanting this thing to keep being in proximity of Orm, F.C.G uses a banishment, banishes it. And 3.
By Lauren that are still standing.
Okay, go for it.
So that's a deck save from each of them.
That's gonna be a. That's gonna be a 9,
Okay.
and the other is gonna be 15.
Great. They both fail, so they're both going to take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Go for it.
Nice.
There we go.
Big time.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Wait. These are 10s. What am I doing? Where's the 8? Oh, God. Why am I
no,
breaking?
you don't have enough dice.
No, I just couldn't remember. I never thought 8.
So wonder it's going so wrong.
Oh, God.
Need more.
Okay. 6
love God.
plus 5, 11 plus 3, 14
14 to each.
to each.
You got it.
Cat.
You both just get pummeled. Their heads kind of like knocked off to the side. Dark blood spatters out as they both kind of right themselves. Look back in your direction.
This is going to be bad. Can I back up?
Yes, you can.
Wait, what's happened? What are you?
I'm just backing up.
You just disappear around the building.
We just
Yeah.
keep throwing.
6. Imogen, you starts telegraphically throwing rocks at the Relora, the Relora. And Fern fires all her scorchers into the creature currently holding her mouth, getting 2 nat 20s. So allowing her to finish it off. A nice how you want to do this. However, the other avatar then goes and attacks F.C.G, and now he is in mouth and is now grappled himself and wounded. Which unfortunately means he loses concentration on the bashment, so the Juggernaut is back. Both the Rollins go after Fern. Chetney goes wolf and starts laying into the Juggernaut. Ashton goes into his monitored gravity rage and then manages to get how you want to do this on the Lord. Laudna, you cast Blight through the crystal in air, splitting a spell and managing to kill the other one. This by the way, they're actually also they're along with one of the other Lords before getting another nat 20 to this. There were so many nat 20s being rolled on both sides of this. Okay. Laudna's blight also severely wounds the other Avadon. Orm does an action surge and manages to land all 6 of his hits. So. Let's see. And that thing, unfortunately, the thing is still standing. And
It's because I'm a woman.
The Juggernaut. And they're just beauty boys.
This is all my fault.
They're not. No, it is not at all.
It's because I'm a woman.
Sorry.
Good night, everyone. I'm just gonna.
You know I'm gonna hear it.
Big Jugs has to make a strength save at disadvantage because of the hex. Speed of
Well, the hex is ability checks, not saving throws.
Not saving throws?
Correct.
Oh, okay. But for it. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so like any sort of athletics checks or contested like strength checks, those are affected by hex, but it doesn't affect saving throws.
Great. So last thing I do, I haven't used any of my movement. I run under his legs and
That's it. A natural 20 on his fucking strength save.
There's no way this it is.
Different die this time.
I'm gonna run under Big Jug's legs.
Wait. That was hang on. The tripping. That was a natural 20 for the tripping attack.
Yes.
Silver barbs. I hope I'm in range.
Okay.
You are.
This fucking spell.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Alrighty.
Oh, here.
Alrighty.
That is going to be a 16.
Oh,
-4. -4.
12
failed already.
Yeah.
So he's on his back.
No, you want to hit it. You just want to.
He's not dead.
And now
So like,
he'll-
Yep.
right underneath its knee, and it
Not long
falls onto its back.
Yeah.
How many points of damage was that?
There's a lot.
You should burning this. Yeah, that was a, which is good because he's about to get back up.
I already have the damage.
It's close to 80 points of damage.
Wow. Do you have anything else?
No, I mean I did an action
was a
and
burn.
action and action.
That was a
There's
sad
nothing you can
move.
do.
Oh, your
I
weight
wish you
around
could,
here,
like,
buddy.
Can you disengage now that he's on the ground?
No, I can't disengage.
While it's on the ground, or manage to do a riposte, and getting another how you want this. That leaves only one wounded Abaddon, which F.C.G uses his gets the does with his it's Toll Dead, but he calls it Scramble the Dead, and with the A tone or whatever. They sort of relocate the bodies. They move all the bodies into the portable hole, which should at this point just be called the portable grave. And the witches, as they call, start cleaning out the area with prestidigitation. They discover that there is a heavy metal box on the cart that the Juggernaut was playing, and Imogen moves that on top of her roof to come back later when the heat's more down. Orm, with his massive passion, notices that there was someone watching a building, and when the Pete goes to scout, they see a rather old Raloran inside, and and for the first time ever, Lana has F.C.G decloak in in the presence of a non-ally, and just gives a little fit.
Rylora, who immediately turns and looks at Pate and backs up into the corner as Pate stumbles forward. Hey! You don't say a thing. No peeping. Shh. Which is hard for a skull to do.
So cute.
Just whistle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't worry. We're all friends here. And look.
hang on, I gotta come back. I missed something.
Yeah.
What else am I gonna fucking do with this?
That's valid.
All right, that's 2 actions and the
All right.
whole thing.
So, with the telekinesis 8 on that, you just kind of
We're getting way too good at that. Let's run.
Can I use prestidigitation?
Okay, kind of have to agree with Ash there. That we're way too proficient in putting bodies in that hole. No, where was I again? Oh yeah. Okay.
Rylora, who immediately turns and looks at Pate and
Okay.
like
Sorry.
backs up into the corner as Pate stumbles forward. Hey, you! You don't say a thing. No peeping. Shh. Which is hard for a skull to do.
So cute.
Just whistle.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We're all friends here. And look, we can clean it up for you.
All right,
Right.
that's enough. That's enough.
It's a service we provide. Here.
I think he's got it.
Right. So, what did we learn? The kind of like, yeah. So we don't tell anyone.
All right, Pate.
All right, I gotta go. Have a good day, boy.
Okay.
Let's get off the street.
We are heading, I would assume,
Yeah,
towards
to the jagged edge.
to the jagged edge. That is it.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, they they resume their journey to the jagged edge, but however, while checking the treasure scroll, the cat gets however so faint a ping off it. Odahan is in the city now. Based on what they guess that she is that's somewhere near one of the gates, probably just how it entered. Uh, F.C.G casts a locate creature on Judo. Judo. Oh, and they find it's slightly nicer, like where more of the shops are. Uh, slightly nicer, not like fancy, but there's some boutiques that what look like boutiques stuff. More of the commercial section, and there they find it was in a donut shaped shop, what they call a blazing kit home and a blazing in a donut shaped structure. This is the jagged edge. It's they've discovered that this is a glass making thing, like pottery sort of glass making, and they're like different types of stuff, and like and including like some like pottery and stuff. Glass pottery. They also noticed that this place forges the glass weapons they see around, like the obsidian edge, as well as knickknacks and trinkets. They meet one of those another one of those fuzzy Sasquatch-like creatures, kind of more on the rotund side, uh, white fur, white. Uh, uh, who they found out is Jado, and they did say like, oh, what? And after I asked what they can help you for, they recite what they were told to say. They are part of the Yankee looking for a contract. And he goes in the back, and after a while, a roaring strike appears. This is Tesh, the uh, This after telling them that they're looking for the resistance, the volition. This affirms that she's that she is not a part of the Imperium or the volition. Um, they eventually they do tell Asher eventually tells her the truth. They are Exandrians here to scout and out and try to find out who who exactly is trying to awaken Prodathos and stop it if they can. Imogen makes a clear point that they are not against Merlon's coming to Exandria. Just they don't want Prodathos awakened. They convinced him, and say that, and she mentions that she's not part of the coalition. She does sort of sympathize with them, and so and they start learning that because they're resistance, they're constantly on the move. And use colors to they move to different safe houses and stuff, and use color signals to identify areas to other members. She then gives them a deep purple cloth and tells them to seek a high vantage point to try to find where they can see a color that matches, a shade that matches. That's where they'll find the volition. She recommends the overspoke in the banners and tells them of a watchman there who might be able to help. Uh, Hang on, I think I missed it.
Arranged in kind of an opening area. It's where you go to die. The culture here is very in the sense of there is what looks to be like a dyeing facility with like different tubs of dye that
this is back when they're on
arranged
streets.
in kind of an opening area. It's where you go to die. The culture here is very specific. I'll get you someday.
Just got out already. Sip with a Y.
You can see there are some of these have.
Oh yeah. Anyway, back to where we were. They talk of a guard there who might be able to help. A guard, Erot, can be brought to during to take a break during his guard duties. And then start asking about some of the weapons they have here. They learn that while the the weapons, the glass weapons can conduct the electrical energies of the storms within the atmosphere when used, and focus them on a target. Chetney buys a glass scythe from Joe for 300 gold, but then Jiddo tells him to leave there. So hang on, wait. Oh, one actually there you did try to buy a little statue, a little figurine, a glass figurine of a dancing Valorn, but he ends up just giving it to her on the condition that they never tell where let the Imperium comes in because it's a link to him, and he'll have to give up. And they are allowed to wait in the basement for an hour or so because the Erot's shift is closer to dusk, and and he's the only one that uh, one that they should try making contact with. Imogen returns to her while waiting. Imogen returns to her circlet of the hidden eye, and Chetney takes another look at the box they come from along. Could have sworn that they put that on a roof. And he's realized he's seen these before, these type of containers before, or as ones usually belonging to the Cerberus assembly. The box is protected by a magical lock, which they don't know what, but it will trigger something. Will trigger if they fail to pick the lock quickly. They decide to wait till morning before they try to open this. Because none of them have because F.C.G can then prepare prepare to spell magic, which could greatly increase their chances. Trent uses the monocle of true essence to determine. Uh, uh, um, he uses it on the. Trent uses the monocle to observe the bodies of their recent battle, see, and determines no new magical items can be obtained from them. They start having a little chat, saying that, well, wondering what's going back on Xander. F.C.G is we're wondering about Frida, and they're trying to wondering why some settings now work and some others don't. Um, Another check on the scrying orb reveals that while Ohan is closer, it's still quite far out, and definitely doesn't know their location yet. They start going over what they can use to bribe the guard. This first off,
of this arcane lock enchantment.
So this is
and
back to the
upon
ball.
failure.
Could
Looks
be.
like something's gonna happen.
Right.
Otherwise, we're waiting on somebody else to do it for us, right?
Or at least waiting on being somewhere where we're not going to get in trouble if everything goes.
Dispelling the magic would help a ton.
Yeah, we need to dispel the Do we? None of us have dispel.
Anyway, I was talking about bribes. They remember that one guy at the outpost was seems very curious about Xandrian fruit and stuff, and apparently Orem could potentially use his Druidcast to create fruit from Exandria, which could be used for the bribe. Matt does say that it could work, but that the fruit will give no benefit, like nourishment, which doesn't really care because I think using it as a bribe. F.C.G. Before that.
No. Oh. But I have a feeling anyone that
Chetney's considering making something using a pre-made item he's carved out as a bribe,
gets to see it would
and making use of his new feat from Namorty.
be quite taken with it.
I like this plan. Do we need to give a little bit of room for the artiste?
What?
You need
Do you
anything
need
to do your
space?
stupid
Oh.
work?
Do you need space? Do you need indiscretion?
Said I've been working on a piece. It's done.
Oh,
You should have said you had finished it. No, it sounded like it was a
Piece?
process.
Well, art is never done.
That's right.
It's abandoned.
Uncultured
So you-
swine.
it's done.
Yes.
Do you want to show us?
You don't want to see it.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Why? What happens when you see it?
You die.
Is that true?
Insight check.
I don't believe
I mean, I can show everybody anything
Show
if
me.
you want.
Show me.
Actually,
Just
no.
be a solo mission after that, which I'm okay with.
Okay. And the FCG cast does another ritual cast of telepathic wand to keep it up. Then Imogen starts broaching the topic of about whether or not they should still allow Real Lawrence to come to Exandria. She thinks it may have a better life there and stuff. So Orem seems a little again, if only because Orem said, well, it's not like against it. He says that I think the problem isn't so much as geography. Like it's not that they might the Exandria might be more hospitable to them. It's that there are more political ramifications. Then they talk about like should something happen, then should they let some of Bell's house be captured to get as a way of getting more information? Talk about they talk about they don't describe it as expendable who is more pliable or more likely to get Chetney volunteers herself and Fern also does, though I'm not sure Fern may be the best idea. She has the spark of a shaman, right? So so she's one of the heavy hitters, and they don't want to keep, and they may not want her be locked up. Then suddenly, within Image's mind, she receives a message. Quiet. Make no move. They hear from above the sound of like a carpet being placed over the door, the trap door. Then they hear a half dozen footsteps of them. Lana casts darkness to keep them all in, and that is where the episode ends. Of course, Matt loves his cliffhangers. With that, the all's left is my new homebrew, Temporal Recovery. This is a 4th level enchantment. It uses the range is 60 feet. It has all 3 types of components: verbal, somatic, and material. Duration is insane, though that is the initial casting. This is a healing-based spell, and I have the tags of Healing Negate and Dunamancy. When you or a creature within range is afflicted with damage and or a condition, if you are aware of said damage or condition being inflicted, you can use this. You can cast a spell and allow that to lose all the damage they just took, and or the condition that they are inflicted with, and push when they get it back in time to potentially more convenient. How much further in time until the wound or condition reappears is determined by the amount of component the spell consumes. The component the consumed component is a 1 pound is a pound of sand and stuff. However, it can consume more than this, as for every pound of sand that it consumes during the casting, the wound or condition is moved back 1 round. There is a bit of a condition that it must be something available within your dimensional space. Like no, you can't have it in extra dimensional. Have it be from an extra dimensional container, like a bag of holding and such. It has to be on your direct person, which means which limits how much the spell can be used. Like it's 1 round per pound consumed. Damage and if the same action, bonus action, reaction, or whatever that inflicts the damage or condition also did both damage and condition, they both are set back only if they're part of the same action or such. No, like building up taking all the damage you've taken since the start of combat and stuff. It's a specific instance of damage or condition. As an added caveat, the damage or condition that's being pushed forward, that has already been pushed forward, because this cannot be pushed back for again through another casting. Like once you use it, you can't. It cannot be temporarily altered again. At least by use of this spell. The spell does have a higher a upcasting feature, where for every level above 4 you casted it, you get an additional round. The thing is pushed forward per pound of sand consumed. Like if you casted it as 5th level, then for every pound of sand consumed, it gets pushed back 2 rounds. And say if it's 7, then it's a 7 level spell. Then it for every pound of sand consumed, it is 4 rounds pushed. And that is it for this recap. I thank you for joining me. This is Free Night Dementia, and I wish thee good fortune in the quest of life.